Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Tuesday, October 4th, 20 2022. It's 8:29 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. So, bitcoindailyview.com got more for you there. All right, wanted to mention Bangladesh. Geez, 168 million people affected by a power outage. Looks like they're going to get that back up, but wow. So thinking of you, Bangladesh, that kind of sucks. Uh, Here's Lark Davis, a really great person in crypto, great YouTube channel, Crypto Lark. Put some lower bids in on Bitcoin at 18, 17, and 16K just in case. But right now, I'm feeling that October energy. I agree. I'll retweet that. I'm kind of feeling it too. All right, looking at FinViz, this is really extraordinary. I'll look over here real quick first. If you see the SPX here, the S&P 500 on the daily chart, today it opened in the green with a gap. That is extraordinary. So, looking at FinViz, we are pumping from the out of the gate. Dow up 2.65, Nasdaq up 3.32, S&P 500 up 2.93. That is massive. Just boom. Looking at the S&P 500, everything in it right here. I'm going to refresh this just in case. In general, everything is in the green today except for real estate, right, healthcare facilities. Welltower Incorporated down 1%. Well, sorry about that. Anyhow, in general, it's rocking green. Tesla was in the red big time yesterday. Maybe Elon's tweets weren't really serving or something like that. But anyway, Tesla in the green today. S&P 500 looking wonderful. That's a good thing for the world. Whether you like all the companies in this or not, I don't like all of them, that's for sure. But today it's good that they're green. It's a good thing for humanity. And something else which is good for humanity is the DXY is dumping. Yes, the relevant evil strength index, basically. Satan's ticker right here. Dollar strength index has been dumping for a while now. So we've been on the daily chart on this beautiful upwards channel since April. We got out of it. Everything got crazy. Market was getting crushed. Some international central banks were looking bad. Currencies against the dollar were not looking too good. This was hell right here when it actually broke out for a bit, but it's been dumping hard. It lost the 20 WMA. It's in the mid range of the channel right now. We'll see how it goes, but this is a nice dump. I know some people don't like it, but ultimately it's just good. A dollar strength index, when it's out of control, have to realize that the interest rate hikes and such like that, and the plan to get rid of inflation is basically to crush all business, small business that is, not the Fortune 100 or 1,000. But all small business and individuals. So this is good. It needs to dump hard. I'd love to see it hit the bottom of that channel and go down to the 200 moving average on the daily. It would be bad for some, but good for most. How about that? Anyway, isn't that what the WEF tries to sell us? Good for most, bad for some. Anyway, S&P 500 on the daily, as you can see, open with a gap, pumping. That's wonderful. It's above the 20 WMA, looking really, really great. Oil, cranking again. Maybe we'll even challenge the 50 WMA today. I'm sorry, the 50 moving average today at $88 a barrel. I know most people don't want to see gas prices go up, and they are going up, but that really reflects reality a lot more than gas prices not. So I think that the future is better if it does, if the gas, if I'm looking at the one that I watch is a U.S. oil spot. Like I say, nobody wants to see oil up 100 dollars a barrel again, but that would probably make for a better future at the moment than what it's been doing. Like this to me, with the current geopolitical world situation, like this here makes absolute sense, and that's just the way it goes, right? This does not. Okay, so the fact that it's kind of pumping again, a little bit of upwards movement, I just feel better about that than it dumping. So that's kind of a good thing. Just like the dollar strength index dumping and the S&P 500 pumping, and also looking right here in the middle bottom, gold pumping for a second day in a row, crossing the 50 moving average on the daily chart. Gold is back in season. Silver, $21.17. Second day in a row pumping. Maybe we'll even approach that 200 moving average on the daily chart. That'd be wonderful. That's around $22. US Tech 100 over here, like them or not, US Tech 100, the big ones, second day in a row pumping, breaking above the 20 WMA. Anyway, the market is back in season. It's nice to see. Looking at Bitcoin trading volume explicitly, 7.3 billion. That is wonderful. Looking at spot trading volume on the big exchanges, all in the green, looking wonderful, except for Bitfinex, but they're always kind of a weird ass outlier. Anyway, top big exchanges all in the green for the most part, except for a couple outliers. Not as in the green as they were yesterday, but I'll take it. That Bitcoin volume is extraordinary at 7.3 billion. I like seeing that. Of course, 6.1 billion of that is on Binance, and about $500 million of that is on Coinbase. The rest, no one else really showed up for work today. Looking at derivatives, longs versus shorts with leverage, 42 billion on Binance. That's kind of low. You want to see 50 for a good day. So we're doing all right. Not quite the spot trading volume we had yesterday, but that's fine. Looking at Bitcoin, we're coming in at 20,197. That's wonderful. We're back above 20K. But nice if we could stay above 20K. It's definitely given the alts the opportunity to really run. So we'll look at that. Looking at the top 100, no point to really go through them because most are in the green right now. I like seeing Rune in the green again. Thorchain, it tends to be quite a little pumpy coin. Celsius Network, 7.2 up. I like that. And I like seeing Celsius not go away because it means that probably someone's going to buy Celsius. And maybe the people who had money there, like me, I had a bit of Bitcoin there, might just get it back. So I think if Celsius was over, you wouldn't even see the coin in the top 100 anymore. And it wouldn't be fluctuating. It would be zero. Anyway, in general, top 100, looking sweet. I like it. Now, longs versus shorts on Binance, it does seem we have a short bias for Bitcoin right now, 45% long, 54% short, and that would make sense. Our rate trades at this point would be in order. We'll take a quicker look. We'll take a deeper look at that. For Ethereum, 53% long, 46% short. Who knows? That's Binance. Short bias on Bitcoin, long bias on Ethereum, but just barely. Now, here's the big deal. This is what I love seeing. This is wonderful. So for our chart for Bitcoin, it's broken above the 200 moving average. Of course, now we're ranging between the 200 and the 314. That's kind of a crappy place to be sometimes, but I'll take it for the moment because you're probably going to bounce back and forth like this and then have a breakthrough. In general, these indicators are ramping up. I like what I'm seeing. I think we definitely do have the momentum. If the world does not blow up, literally, I mean, if the world does not blow up, or any part of it blow up, I think we're going to see that break above, and that will be nice. Looking at the 45-minute chart, you know that for Bitcoin, 45-minute chart, yeah, it's wonderful. It's above the 200 and the 314. It's a strong looking chart, looking good. Bam. Here's the thing, the 45-minute chart especially. So the 4-hour chart's happy. Here's the 45-minute chart. Let's see how long we've been above the 200 moving average, because this really does come into play. Date range. So we've been above the 200 moving average now for about 1 day, 45 minutes, so over 24 hours. So that really, when you hit 12 hours, especially 24 hours, 48 hours, you really start seeing the alts have the ability to explode. The alt market to me is much more bullish when Bitcoin is above the 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart, and of course the 4-hour chart. That helps too. So we're in a very, very powerful spot. I like what I'm seeing. These indicators in the 45-minute chart look absolutely wonderful. It's pushing the top of that RSI cave. It isn't pumping too hard. It's staying around the 8 moving average, this red one right there. This is a good place to be. I like it. Looking at the daily for Bitcoin, it is beginning to challenge that 50 WMA. I'm sorry, that 50 moving average. It's above the 20 WMA. The purple one here, now it's beginning to challenge the 50 moving average. That's very, very bullish. I like seeing that. We're seeing some nice volume recently, last couple of days. The daily MACD is way, way positive right now. I like seeing that, especially if we break above the heart line right here. That's going to be wonderful. So basically Bitcoin all around looking really, really good. And actually a daily 200 moving average cross would only be 27 or about 28,000, which believe me, Bitcoin could do it in 2 days. So anyway, let's look at some, sorry about that. Let's look at some alts that are doing well today. I wanted to look at ENS, was looking pretty good. ENS versus USDT. This thing's looking great. Indicators very, very strong. There's a 45-minute chart. ENS versus Tether on Binance. Where else can you play that? ENS. Can you play that on? You can play it on KuCoin also and Coinbase Bybit. So you can play this on and Bittrex actually. So ENS versus USDT looking really, really great, pumping very, very hard. It's kind of hard one to chase right now because I kind of almost expect a retrace, but it's in the right spot. Let's just watch that one. That's a 45-minute chart. How about a 4-hour chart on this one? Yeah, it's above the 200 moving average. Got plenty of room before the top of the RSI cave. Trade at your own risk, but this guy's looking good. I like the look of ENS versus USDT. And as always, not financial advice, entertainment purposes only, but I might hop in some ENS today. QNT versus BTC, where you at? QNT, BTC was looking good earlier. QNT, BTC. Yeah, this one here is trying to do a W pattern, as it's called over at Blockchain Education. W's tend to equal when they kind of take off. So we'll see. This is looking pretty strong. That's a 4-hour chart. I like what I'm seeing there. It's got a little W for win going on. It's got plenty of room to move up. These indicators are kind of a mix of turning down and turning up. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to watch this one a little bit closely here. 45-minute chart. How's that looking? Yeah, it's kind of making a close to a 200 moving average bounce there on the 45-minute chart. I'm gonna give this one a little bit of time. I think QNT versus BTC could definitely perk up. Let's see, XRP versus BTC. On the 45-minute chart, not too happening. Needs to get above that 200 moving average in the 314. It's got some energy to it. Not too excited about XRP versus BTC. What else do I got here? And yes, last night something that really was getting crazy was LIT versus USDT. This thing is great. Indicators, maybe we're seeing the ADX start to turn up. Directional Nexus is looking good. Squeeze indicator, it ain't dead yet. Nice blue binary candles. Let's look a little bit closer at this one. Definitely, if we look at when it's do kind of a fib sequence, starting back when it got this nice, beautiful big green candles where I started that. This fib sequence seems to stick in there pretty darn good. I don't like it when things are between the 236 and the 382. It really is. I mean, the 382 isn't the best bounce spot. Really, a .5 is better, or a .618. So I'm going to watch this one. I like what I'm seeing in general, but until I see not quite ready. Definitely, though, LIT versus Tether is one to watch. I like what I'm seeing there. Let's just see who's in the green today. Pond versus USDT here on the 45-minute chart. Boom, boom. Nice. Ooh, look at that. Nice and spiky. Not looking bad at all. HNT versus USDT. Gosh, beautiful, beautiful move. 45-minute chart. Bounce up the 314. Bounce up the 200 moving average. The chart is setting up rather strong. This one is nice. I'm going to give it one more candle or two to make sure it stays above the 200 moving average. It also got above the top of the RSI case, so it might come down a little bit. How's that 4-hour look? Wow, 4 hours pumping. I like that. It's between the 200 and the 314, but being above the 200, that's pretty darn good for an alt right now. I'm gonna let the 4-hour chart get some green squeeze indicator, and we'll wait for the 4-hour 45-minute chart to look a little bit stronger. A lot of volatility recently. I'm gonna let the good trades come to me. HNT versus USDT are on my watch list for sure. SNX versus USDT, nope. Kava versus USDT, nope. QNT, already looked at that one. QLC, no. SNT, BTC, no. Alpine versus USD, nope. AGI, X versus BTC, nope. IOTA versus BTC, nope. Data BTC, nope. BNB versus BTC. I'm sure this channel will probably, continue up that it's had for quite some time here in the 4-hour. But right now, looking at BNB versus BTC, I'm still not overly excited about an entry quite yet. It's on the 45-minute chart. It's still battling with that 200 moving average. So it could be turning up. I'm going to keep an eye on that. But BNB versus BTC, I'm not quite excited yet. BNB versus USDT. I am excited that it kind of ran up the top of this channel, coming down. Indicators look pretty darn strong. This is interesting. It broke above the RSI cave, got above the channel. Let's watch this one for a retrace. BNB versus USDT. I'm looking at this over at KuCoin. Could very well be a run, but it's got to retrace first. Cake versus USDT. I like it. This is looking wonderful. Look at a 4-hour chart here. Yeah, I mean, it's been running up. It's looking great. It got a little bit too crazy above the channel that it's in. Retraced a bit, got some nice velocity upwards here on the 4-hour chart. I like that. Indicators are right kind of where I want to see them. I like that. This one will probably continue back to the top of the channel. Looking at a 45-minute chart. Yep, we're getting a 200 moving average. Getting a 200 moving average break above there. I like seeing that, and it's got a candle or two past that stayed above the 200 moving average. Indicators are right in the sweet spot. Cake versus USDT. Looking that over at KuCoin, that looks wonderful. I'm liking it. That's probably something I'll get into after this. Front versus BTC. No, not quite yet. Link versus BTC. Not excited about that. Nope. XMR. I'm kind of thinking that, we're getting this kind of round bottom here that very well could get back in the channel and start moving. But right now, I'm not really ready to get back into it. I think we could see XMR versus BTC make a break back into the channel and above the 200 moving average here on the 45-minute chart. And kind of, if it was to get back to the top of that channel, that would be quite the beautiful gains. Let's look at the bam. Let's look at that on a 4-hour chart. You'll see it better. I mean, that's a nice upwards channel. It kind of lost it. If it was to get back in the game, I think it could be that gets back in the channel and goes to the top again, or even the mid range. That could be some sweet BTC sats if you are so inclined, if you're so interested. But right now, it ain't quite ready. AVA versus BTC. Nope. CHZ BTC. Nope. Comp BTC. Nope. Fourth BTC. Nope. Luncy versus USDT. Interesting play right now. Charts too indecisive. Kind of waiting for this guy to either break above the .5 or bounce up the 618 fib, as I've kind of drawn it here. Interesting coin. I think it's going to do more, but right now it isn't too hot. So the one that I really liked was Cake. I'm liking to look at this one. That's kind of my favorite, probably trade for the day if I hop in something. But of course, really, BTC. Also, the thing about Cake is that if we look the 4 hours above the 200, 45 is above the 200, and of course, the daily is not above the 200, but especially watch Cake versus USDT for it got rejected off the daily 200. So watch, it will probably get rejected again or break above it. So if you're trading, figure take profit before that 200, and let it either retrace afterwards, get rejected, or let it break above and then just get back in if you so desire. Or if you have a trailing take profit, just see if it give it a little bit of wiggle room and see if it can challenge that. So all depends. Anyway, guys, however you want to play that, it's up to you. But I like to look at Cake versus USDT. That's kind of my happy trade of the day at the moment. Anyways, I want to mention that all of the stuff here, not all these, but a good deal of these are coins that we are watching every Tuesday, I believe, or Wednesday. We have a call over at Blockchain Education, and this is our chat right here. And Jonathan Regan, freaking expert, pro guru of really the crypto market and really all kinds of markets, honestly. He shows us a bunch of coins that he's really into. We look at ones from last week. We look at ones from the new ones that are evolving. We kind of get a nice watch list of coins, and that kind of helps us all get on the same track, watch the same stuff, and we're communicating in the chat, and we're getting in when it's good, and we're getting out when it's time to sell. And also, they do have managed trading now. They've had hybrid or automatic trading in the past, and I've had mixed emotions on that. But now they have managed trading, where you put your money in a pool, and it's actually they're actually doing some trading on your behalf. It's managed trading, all legit, all legal, all good, not a scam. They've been around for quite a while, and they do good business. So if you go to Blockchain Education, if you go to Bitcoin Daily View, check out the infomercial here for blockchain education. It's a little bit dated. And then, of course, here is my affiliate link. Definitely check that out. In fact, I'm going to right now just take this whole thing and stick it in the live chat and go forth. I'd love to see you join the team. Anyway, that's kind of it. And sorry, I forgot to put a graphic for the end. But just remember, for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, a piece of shit globalist cries. And right now, a lot of them are in tears, and we need them to cry harder. So stack sats and make the globalists cry. Take care.